What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about NIO and how there are some pretty big bullish bets that NIO is going to be going to $80 a share in the near future. NIO also has a very important release coming out in the near future, so we're going to be going over all of that information and some other information that could give us some better insight on what we could expect to happen with NIO throughout the rest of 2021. So before we get into all of the information, if you guys enjoy this video and like the value that I provide you, if you guys could go down and please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, it really helps me get this information out to as many people as possible, as well as grow on this platform. And you guys get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, learn about a couple of new ones, and see exactly which options I am trading and which strategies I am using to trade them. So let's move over to the chart of NIO. We can see at the end of 2020 and the beginning of 2021, NIO had a very substantial run up into its NIO Day event, going from around the low $40 range up into the mid 60s. Now at NIO Day, they released some pretty great announcements. They released that they are going to be unveiling their new sedan, the ET7, which is going to be a direct competitor to Tesla, which is very important because Tesla has said that about 47% of their electric vehicle sales will come from China in the coming years. So if NIO can come out with a competitive model at a competitive price point with competitive technology, then we could see NIO siphon away some of Tesla's market share in the coming years. They also released their 150 kilowatt hour battery pack, which is going to give the cars a range of about 1,000 kilometers or about 650 miles, which gives NIO the top spot in terms of range out of all of the electric vehicle companies in the world. Now, we also saw them release their NAD, which is going to be their autonomous driving platform, which they said was built upon a system of redundancies for safety. So when the regulators go to look at this software, they're most likely going to be able to approve it very soon. Now, if we pull up the NIO option chain, we're going to be looking at the February 19th, 2021 expiration date, and we're going to be taking a look at these $80 strike calls. We can also see that the $65 strike calls also has a pretty high open interest, but these $80 calls are super far out of the money, and they have a very unusually high open interest when you take a look at some of the other strikes. So they have 20,555 contracts, which is basically the amount of contracts that are being held in people's brokerage accounts right now. And if you multiply that by the last price of these contracts, it's $1.15, which is going to cost you about $115 per contract, which that's because each options contract controls 100 shares. So each price you see here, you multiply by 100, and that is what you have to pay. And when you multiply these two together, you get $2.3 million worth of NIO contracts, but that's the amount of money that people are betting that NIO is going to be going to 80 in the near future. We can also see that today the volume on these options is a little bit lower than usual. There's not really a massive event coming up in the near future, but there is a report that we are going to talk about that is going to be coming out very soon for NIO, which is something you are going to want to keep an eye on. Now, another thing that's very interesting about this $80 price point is if we come over here, we can see that NIO was upgraded to $80.30 by Nomura, which is very important. We can see that they really like this company, and they now have an $80 price target. Now, we also saw Daiwa give NIO a $100 price target, and all of these companies are really giving some lofty price estimates for NIO in the near future. So the next event, per se, that NIO has coming up in the near future isn't really an event, but it's a release. So basically what they are going to be doing is they are going to be releasing their delivery numbers for January 2021. So we can see here that on January 3rd, 2021, NIO released their December delivery numbers, their quarter end delivery numbers for 2020, and their year delivery numbers. So it's safe to say that in the first week of February is when when NIO is going to be releasing their new update on how many vehicles they were able to deliver in the first month of 2021. And I think this is going to be a very important release, because if they are able to exceed the analyst estimates, it's going to set the tone for the rest of the year for NIO, and we're going to be able to see if NIO is going to meet these massive growth estimates. So there was an analyst that said that they are predicting that NIO is going to be delivering over 8,000 vehicles in the first month of 2021. So that's kind of the consensus for the estimate of how many cars NIO will be delivering. So we're going to have to take a look and see how many vehicles they actually deliver. But if they greatly exceed this 8,000 vehicle expectation, we could see NIO go absolutely crazy in the near future. If we go over to this next article, we can take a look at the market as a whole out of Chinese electric vehicles. We can see that China's passenger EV sales penetration rate reached a new historical peak of 9.5%, which was higher than 8.1% in November 2020 and 5.7% in December 2019. And NIO's share in China's electric vehicle market reached 3.1%. and was higher than 2.8% in November 2020. So I think we're going to be able to see NIO really increase its market share throughout the coming months and years in the Chinese electric vehicle market. We also know that NIO is planning on building a new factory in China throughout 2021, and they're trying to get into the European market as well in 2021. So they're going to do that through their fully functional factory and distribution chain in Denmark. So we could see NIO's delivery numbers go absolutely crazy this year if they are able to get their vehicles into new markets, and that market penetration strategy that they use, if that's successful, we're going to see NIO's delivery growth go up maybe more than the 100% growth than we saw for 2020. So in general, NIO is at a pretty good spot if you would like to buy it. I think that this dip on NIO right here is going to be a pretty good dip to buy. It's down a little bit over the past week. So on January 22nd, it was trading at about $61, $62, and it is now trading at $58. Now, there is a strategy that you can use if you do not want to buy NIO at these current prices. You can go over here and take a look at the puts. You can sell some cash secured puts. So say you want to buy 100 shares of NIO at $55 by February 19th. You would have to put up the capital to buy 100 shares of NIO at $55, which would be $5,500, and you would collect about $400 in premium just for doing this. Now, you can do anything you want with this premium since it's yours. You can put this premium right back into NIO shares. You can save it. You can use it for an options play. You can put it into another stock. It doesn't matter. But if NIO goes down below $55, then you would be forced to buy 100 shares of NIO at $55. And if you like this company for the long run, I think selling cash secured puts is a good idea, especially where the price of NIO is at right now. It's kind of consolidating, as we can see. But in general, I think NIO is going to be going on a pretty substantial uptrend in 2021. They're coming out with a lot of new technology, new vehicles, and the delivery numbers are going to be very important when it comes out in the beginning of February. Now, I've said before in a couple of my other videos that the delivery and sales numbers of electric vehicle companies are not the end-all, be-all, and they don't fully determine the valuation. A lot of the valuation of these companies comes from the technology that they're able to create and put in their vehicles. So if NIO can exceed the delivery numbers and basically just do the bare minimum and just show that they're growing their sales, we're going to see NIO go a lot higher in 2021. So that's going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed what I had for you in this one, please go down and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. It really helps me get this information out to as many people as possible. You get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, learn about a couple of new ones, and see exactly which options I am trading and which strategies I am using to trade them. So I hope you guys are having a profitable day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.